Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is FPL Elma. So we're going to be going through my game week 13 team selection, as well as my game week 12 team review, some transfer thoughts ahead of game week 13, and some captaincy picks as well ahead of game week 13. And yeah, before we get into that, I'd like to thank you all guys for the continued support on the channel. I think we are around 8 or 9 subscribers away from 900, and the goal was that before the end of the month. So if you're new around here or you're a regular viewer, make sure you hit that sub button, make sure you leave a like, and also hit that bell to see any content going up on the channel. And also leave a comment on your rank before Game Week 13 starts so we can be able to know where you are this moment in time. And without wasting any much time, let's get straight into it. Then now we can look at my game week 12 team review. I managed to score 47 points, 21 points, 93, and my overall rank to 1 million, one step closer to get to that 1 million mark. As we set our sights on the top 100K before the end of the season. So in goal for game 12, we had Pope in there, 3 points. I think some safe points in there, but here another game, got a clean sheet for Newcastle. Just wish I had kept Robert Sanchez instead because I only moved to Chalobah, who scored 6 points in another clean sheet for Chelsea. A pretty comfortable game for them in the end against Burnley. So clean sheet for him. Then Timber got an assist, I think. So 5 points for him against Spurs. Van Dijk conceding 3 goals. Nottingham Forest. Very shocking defensively for Liverpool, but very good fixtures coming up. So maybe there'll be a turn for them. But 3 points. Richards a clean sheet against Wolves. Pretty comfortable for them as well. Saka blanking once again, getting 4 points and getting the DEFCON points, so 4 points for him. Sar managed to get 3 points, very poor display from him again. So maybe now it's time to start looking for alternatives for him as well. Minter getting 2 assists for 11 points, the star of the team for me. And it's been a brilliant, brilliant purchase since I used the wild card to bring into the team. It's been an amazing, amazing addition. Then you have Haaland who blanked against Newcastle for 4 points. Very unfortunate, had a couple of chances, but could not capitalize in any of them. Mateta and Joe Pedro both blanking for 1 point apiece. Then on the bench, Dubravka 2 points. Semenya did not start, so that's why Timber came on for 0 points. And Odon and Longstaff both blanking once again. So in all, a very good game week for me, a green arrow as well. And we hope that for game week 13 can be able to improve on that as we break into that top 1 million. So now let's look at what game week 13 has in store for us. So first of all, we're going to look at some transfer thoughts ahead of game week 13, and the first, and I think the only transfer I'm going to be making is Joe Pedro to Igor Thiago. It's not just that Joe Pedro has been bad or out of form. I just think for his price, I think I want to go for a cheap alternative. And Igor Thiago has been on form. Very good fixtures coming up for Brentford as well. As you can see, they play Burnley, Arsenal, Spurs, Leeds, and all of course Arsenal the tough fixture. But the rest, I think, very very capable of getting a few attacking returns. So that's why I think I'm going to be going for him. I think for Joe Pedro, with slight rotation risk as well, playing out of position, maybe his best position where he's not getting a lot of attacking returns, and that's why I'm thinking of moving him on and trying to get another alternative. And I think Igor Thiago fits that very very well. So let me know down in the comments, what do you think about this transfer? Do you think Joe Pedro is a keep or sell? So that transfer in mind is that we're going to be lining up for game week 13. We're going to be having Pope in goal against Everton, who had a very wonderful game against Manchester United, managing to pick up the 3 points. But Newcastle coming back from back-to-back losses in the Premier League and the Champions League, respectively, I do expect them to put up a much better fight, and I think they're going to get the win against Everton. Just hope Pope can able to keep a clean sheet or some save points as well. Then you have Timber against Chelsea, not the best fixture to have Timber in there, but he did score from a set piece against Bayern Munich, so that's why he's in there, and I hope that he's going to be able to do just that. Then we have Richards against United. United have been very, very poor in the last game, especially failing to score against 10 men, and Crystal Palace don't give out a lot of chances, so very high chance of a clean sheet there against United for Richard. I just hope for some DEFCON points as well. Being a United fan, of course, I cannot say hope for a clean sheet. So I just hope for some DEFCON points to be able to help out on the clean sheet stuff. Then you have Virgil van Dijk against West Ham. Liverpool have been very poor defensively, conceding 10 goals in their last three games, if you include the Champions League as well. So I do hope that against West Ham they can be able to turn it around, able to give a clean sheet, or not, if not a clean sheet, maybe an attacking return will go a very, very long way. So that's the defense. Looks pretty solid. Now let's look at the midfield. And then now we can look at the midfield. We're going to be having Bukayo Saka against Chelsea. Saka has been on a weird run of games at the moment, performing here and there, getting some DEFCON points, and just got me wondering at 10.1 million, do you want a player who's going to give you DEFCON points or attacking returns? The good news is that Palmer is close to returning from his toe injury, and maybe it's time to start thinking about Mohamed Salah. I think the midfield range is a pretty weird place at the moment. Maybe it's time to go for Bruno Fernandes and just hope that he can continue getting some hoof balls in there. So yeah, I think a lot of options with Saka fails to getting some attacking returns will be time to move him on. Then we have Semenyo against Sunderland. Still no news whether he's going to be playing or not, but I do hope he's going to start against Sunderland and I hope he's going to be able to perform and get some attacking returns. Then we have Sa from Crystal Palace, who has been very, very poor as well since I brought him in on that wildcard. I don't think he's getting an attacking return. So it'll be time to move him on as well. The likes of Rogers, Kevin Shad from Burnley, from Brentford, sorry, emerging as a very good pick. So maybe time to start thinking about some of them. Then we have Minte finishing off the midfield, playing against Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest have been very much on form, coming back from a 3-0 victory against Liverpool at Anfield. And at the moment of recording this, I think they are 2-0 up in the Conference League. So they're going to be on fire, they're going to be on a high. But to be fair, Mint has also been on a very good form. They're getting some attacking returns. I think it's only blanked twice in the last 5 games, so a very decent pick. And I hope we're going to be able to continue that hot streak of form against Nottingham Forest. So that's the midfield. Now let's look at the forward line. Then now we can look at the forward line. We're going to be having Haaland against Leeds. And yeah, he's going to be on the triple captain as well, as you can see on the video. I haven't spoken about it a lot in this video, but yeah, the triple captain is going to be active on Erling Haaland. He's missing some key players. Apparently, Longstaff is going to be out. So that's a booster for us, especially from set pieces. I hope that Haaland can be able to score a hat trick because he's going to be the triple captain. So he's going to be able to perform. Rested during the week against Leverkusen. He's going to be fit and ready to play against Leeds. Then you have Mateta against Manchester United. I think he's going to score in that game. The only problem is how many minutes is he going to get now that Nketiah is back fit and ready to play. That's the only concern I have at the moment about Mateta. That's the minutes risk. Then the last player on the team is going to be Igor uh, Thiago from Brentford playing against Burnley. I'm sure he's going to be an attacking return. Burnley have been very poor defensively, and I do hope that Brentford and Co can do capitalize on that. Ego Thiago is also on penalties, got a lot of penalties this season, so a cheeky penalty against Burnley could also go a long way. So that's the full team. Then the bench is just the usual. They're going to have Dubravka. They're going to have Chaloba in there against Arsenal. I just think Arsenal are going to score. Then you have Rodon and Longstaff against Man City, and I mentioned Longstaff might be out for a couple of weeks. So, yeah, so that's the team for Game Week 13. Looks pretty solid. The triple captain active on Erling Haaland, hoping he's going to be able to perform and score a lot of goals. That's the team. Looks pretty solid. Let me know down in the comments what you think about the team. And then let's look at some captaincy picks ahead of Game Week 13. Then now we can look at the captaincy options ahead of game week 13. I think it's a pretty straightforward that many people are going to go for Haaland against Leeds, and I don't blame you. The boring pick, of course, is Haaland. As for me, I'm going to be triple captaining him. I'm sure many people are going to be captaining him. And against Leeds, I'm sure he's going to score a lot of goals, hoping for a hat trick. Let's say during the week in the Champions League against Leverkusen, where they lost, but I'm sure he's going to be ready and fit to go against Leeds. Then the other player is Igor Thiago from Brentford playing against a very poor Burnley defense, who have conceded a lot of goals this season. And Thiago has been on form, also on penalties for Brentford, so hoping for a lot of goals in that game against Burnley. Then the last player who I'm considering as a captaincy, or rather, who's the best who's a decent captaincy option, is Morgan Rogers from Aston Villa. Looks pretty solid, maybe on fire. Maybe a bit of recency bias, considering the Leeds performance. Playing against Wolves have also been very shocking defensively. I do expect a lot of attacking returns there, and I'm sure he's going to be able to do that. So, let me know down in the comments, who are you going to be captaining if you're not captaining the robot himself, Haaland? So, and yeah, so it's another long video. And that's my team. Triple Captain is going to be active. If you managed to reach this far, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.